And Facebook is Facebook.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the Formocast. This is Emiliano Santalucia from Italy. I'm the creative director at Formo Toys, and I'm joined by my friend Per Browner, our lead 3D artist, live exceptionally from California. Say hi, Per.
Hi, Per.
And of course, Joshua Van Pelt from New Jersey.
Hello.
Okay, guys, welcome back from Zolocon. How was the show?
It was fantastic, as every year, but it really felt like he stepped up from all previous shows. It was a bigger event. It was a fantastic show. I always enjoyed it, but this time it really felt even more official and bigger, and I loved being there.
Yeah, it is definitely our best show every year to begin with, but this year it was huge. Like tons of people through the door. And then also our spot at Zolocon is at the main entrance on the corner. So everybody that comes in gets to see the giant castle we have on display.
Yeah, it's almost like someone is grabbing the people by the neck and rubbing their nose on our booth. It was fantastic.
That's good to hear. We have some pics of our booth that you guys sent me. I'm going to put them on stage so we can look at them, and you guys can just go ahead and describe stuff we have there.
So obviously, we've mentioned before that the castle was made by John Magan. He's a super fan who's generous enough to keep making and upgrading our castle for us. It is definitely one of the best displays at every single convention we bring it to, by far. People absolutely love it. It allows us not only to display our figures, but also give a feel to our line.
I have to admit, usually I do the displays, and they're okay, and I like to have them on there and be sort of recognized by people. But this castle of John is just another beast. It's even on pictures, it doesn't look as big as it feels in real life. Mm-hmm. The thing is immensely big, super nicely detailed, extremely well laid out and thought through. It's just a joy to have on display, and of course people are drawn to it. They just are in awe, come and look at it and asking how much.
Of course. And the attention to detail, because he knows that people will be seeing it from behind as well. So the castle is 100% complete from every angle, every direction.
Yeah, and of course, my stuff, being lazy, I'm thinking, I'm just standing behind. Some of the stuff is still pink from the backside. If I'm in a good mood, it's painted black from behind. But this thing is just beautiful from every angle. And every angle has something to discover. You can always look into the towers and into the little, what is it called? Like the little dungeon built in there. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, was it difficult to put it together?
So John color codes all of the magnetic connections so that I just have to look at like red magnets go to red magnets, yellow magnets go to yellow magnets. He also runs full directions. And this time I actually took pictures of it coming out of the box. So Per was actually able to get it into the 2 original boxes it came in, which is a first. Because usually he ships it to me in 2 boxes, and I ship it back to him in 3.
And he sent us like detailed instructions, handwritten and hand drawn, of angles and how to put it together correctly. So John is just the best. I mean, everything is really well thought through. I love that. And taking it apart, and the magnets, they are strong. Everything holds in place. Even the little balcony you see Chief Talon here standing on. This is a separate piece that comes off. He's standing basically just held on by the magnets.
But they're strong enough to hold the figure. Just real quick, our neighbor from Zolocon, Scott West, says hello, Emiliano.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I see. I see him now in the comments. Yeah, I see that there are also a few questions already, and yeah, we'll get to them at the end of the show, I think.
Yes.
So don't worry, just post them. We'll go through them again. And I also had posted on Facebook if people had questions for us. I think we got only one for now on Facebook, but we will reply to that one too. All right, so looking at the display, what we had on display over there.
So these figures were the Galaxy Wave 3. You guys had actually shown in Germany.
Yep. It was Germany or was Luca the first?
It was Luca.
It was Luca.
So these figures had already been shown overseas and online, but this is the first time we were able to bring them to the US to show the 3 figures from Wave 3.
Yeah, and these are the figures in the front row for those people who didn't know.
Yes.
The rest is already produced and in many cases shipped, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of Wave 3, we are not that far away from their official launch. We'll probably do exactly like we're doing with Legends of Dragon or Wave 3, where we'll announce them officially, even if they have been shown, and you'll get the pre-order right away. And we plan to do that going forward, hopefully, other stuff. But also, the good news is that these are already in production. I can confirm this because the factory confirmed this to me today. So they should be ready relatively soon. And when I say relatively, I mean, I don't know how many months, but definitely it will be a shorter wait than our other stuff.
It will be quick in geological terms.
Absolutely, yeah. we had the Savage World of Rosetta figures on display.
Yes. So we've only shown the prototypes in the past, but now we actually have the mock-ups with the base, not just for the Executioner, but also for the Egyptian Queen. And the boxes are huge.
Yeah.
And these are the museum editions, and we had like the Egyptian Queen and the Executioner on display with mock-ups of box, playsets, and the prototypes of the figures, and it's already looking really nice.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm not going to show the entire Egyptian Queen because we said we'll save that for a special podcast episode where we'll talk about her and the guard, etc.
The quarter of the box there in the picture is Ortiza.
Yeah. but it was a nice threat for the people visiting the convention that they could see this in person and exclusively for the time being over there. Probably there are pictures floating around that, of course, people took of the 2 boxes, or maybe videos. But I mean, we'll save the official reveal for later.
We also had our first exclusive figure there, which was our traveling convention 2026 figure, which is Orator, with the 2 versions, the blue version and the red version.
How did it go? Were people excited about it?
Yes, very excited. Well, one, it's one of our more popular figure designs. Both Onitour and Raytour were really good sellers from Wave 1 and 1.5. You know, the design you guys came up for him is super unique, super cool looking. So, no, people were excited to see him.
Nice. Let's see. Oh, okay.
And
Here
then,
we go.
yeah, so pre-orders for Legends of Dragonor Wave 3 started 9 a.m. Saturday. And they're still obviously live on our website. This time for Legends of the Dragonor, we decided to go with a 3-figure wave, similar to the style of our Warriors of the Galaxy. One, it shortens the turnaround time significantly with the factory. And then two, it's just also easier on the pocketbooks of our collectors and fans.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And we're going to talk extensively about them now. So, anything else about the convention? Cool stuff that you've seen? Cool people that you met there?
We met lots of artists. We, as I said before, we were right next to Scott West, so he was fun. Ren was two booths down.
He wasn't next door to Scott, so it was a whole row of basically every table was a row of cool people. But it was very nice to have Scott as a neighbor. He's so much fun to be with. He had his lovely wife with him, who is one of the most lovely and patient persons I've ever met. When I'm thinking like most women I know on this planet, if they would have been forced to sit on a convention next to her husband nerding out, I don't know if they would be still friends after a convention. Yeah, lovely people.
Yes, and then no, it was a great convention. There was lots of other, independent toy companies there, that we all know each other from the conventions, and but no, the convention itself was just overwhelmingly huge feeling, especially for not like a national convention. This isn't like a Comic-Con. This isn't, any of the other huge, but the experience that the fans and the vendors get here is on another level. Like, it's really good. So.
Good, great.
And what I really like about Zolocon is that he always invites so many independent people. That is really cool for me as an independent toy dude too. It's nice to talk to the other little companies and share information and experience, and to see that this independent toy market is something that is getting more and more solid and a true factor in the on the toy market, in the toy world. It's very satisfying to see that we finally sort of have a chance to coexist with the big guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that it doesn't have to be an either or a fight, or we're competing in the market. It can be, there's space for everyone, and that is very nice to see.
Yeah, so far the independent toy companies scene seems to be very a friendly environment where everybody is kind of supporting each other. I never seen anybody being jealous or attacking somebody else, etc. Usually it's pretty nice, and we all get along, at least for what I know. I mean, I'm over here in Italy. I don't know everything about it.
Yeah, officially everyone gets along, but I mean, when it gets dark behind the building, there is always like what were the warriors showing up with chains and spikes and everything.
All right, so the friends that showed up tonight are probably here to hear more about Legends of Dragonor Wave 3 Hellforge. So we're going to talk about it. So as as just said, it's just 3 figures. It's going to be much easier for the factory to work on this, to prepare the tooling and execute the entire wave on a more timely schedule than we did with wave 2. Also because we said that there were issues and all these problems should be solved now. So in general, I don't expect us to go lightning fast, but it should be better. So
that sort of also answers the question of one of the guys on the chat. He where is it? Yeah, Justin. How much easier is it to work with 3 figures opposed to doing 6 in a wave? And yeah, basically it's half the amount of balls to keep in the air while juggling action figures, right?
Right.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, these were low on new tooling, and so that also helps a little bit.
So does it have an impact on the work on our end if we have to get 6 figures through the factory and then doing 3? Is it really speeding up the process in terms of like changing molds and stuff like that? Is it have an effect?
I think it's mostly how much work they need to do on the tooling. Like if they need to do just 6 new parts instead of 45 like we had in wave 2, it's gonna be much faster.
Yeah, but wave 2 was overkill.
And it's not like with 6 figures they can have one figure like almost all the way done and another figure just started. They go through stages together. So if you only have 3 figures that have to complete each stage, there's less likely to be delays. Whereas with wave 2, we had 6 figures, technically 7 with a builder figure. All those figures had to complete each stage before they moved on to the next stage. It's not like, one of the figures, like our Boreas was completely finished and carted and in cart waiting for the others to catch up. No, it's those figures that are done. It's the weakest link that slows everything down. So by only having 3 figures, the odds that, they're moving through each stage faster without being held up by 6 figures instead of, just 2 other figures.
So
it definitely speeds everything up.
Yeah. And definitely with the factory, we're going to work on improving turnaround and the whole process. They are aware that that's kind of the weak spot, and we'll try to improve on that too. So about Hellforge, we came up with this concept of the divine armors in the past. The divine armors are our build-a-figure that you could put together with wave 1 and wave 2, buying all the figures. And the divine armors are these armors that in ancient times were created to harness the power of the gods to fight these ancient enemies. So the question came up of where the divine armors have been created. And so it came out the concept of the Hellforge, this special place which is not on any planet. That we have different worlds in our story for Legends of Dragonor, but the Hellforge is not on a world. It's somewhere else, and it's also somewhere else in time, and it's at the very end of the universe, in a place called the End of Time, which will also help us introduce some characters that some of you may know, and the name End of Time should tell you something about those, which are characters I can't wait to get to. But yeah,
so if that is telling you something, you're on the deep end.
Yeah, and you are our perfect audience also. So we had in this Hellforge, there was a ruler of the forge, a guardian, and that is Ember, which we'll explain more in the bios of the figures of the characters. You can actually already read them on our website if you want to read those, but there will be battle strips in the packaging along with each figure, and each of the battle strips will tell a little story about our characters. Ember, it's this ruler of the Hellforge that has been sleeping in the Hellforge for thousands of years. And it will come back to life thanks to a visit by Oscuro and other guys. So I'll let you read the bios about that. But let's go through the figures. So who wants to talk about Azurius?
What about him?
Most likely you.
Yeah.
I can talk about how to the sculpting process, but I think when it comes to the character, it's best if you start telling us.
Okay. No, well, of course, just about the figures itself. What is special about it that we're really trying hard with soft goods, as you can see. It will have a pre-elaborate soft good piece made of 2 different materials. So it will be a vest, a blue vest, silhouette with this. How do you call this thing around his head?
Isn't that the collar?
It's collar.
Yeah, it's a collar. Yeah.
Okay. And there's shoulder pads made with white fur. And I think it was when we were designing it, it was what made it a whole. Like, we weren't sure about him for a long time, and then finally, like, some parts fell in place, and when we did the vest with the white fur, we said, okay, this is a cool character. This is something we have to go with. And by judging by the success that he is having with people, I think we nailed him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is our friend Simon that always repeat how much he loves him, and yeah, it'll get to work on him pretty soon.
And the top of the staff is going to be, the flame is glow in the dark.
Yeah, that's also one of the other feature. It's going to be glow in the dark. Are we decided if it's going to be paint or it's going to be the plastic? I don't think so.
No.
We'll have to experiment a little bit on that. But yeah, in the prototype, you see it like painted, like this greenish color to simulate the glow in the dark. It's not actually glow in the dark, right?
Actually, this is glow in the dark.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'll often talk about when I did. Where's he going?
I checked it under the table and I see.
Yeah, glow in the dark paint is very, very finicky and hard to paint because it has almost no pigment in it. It's sort of the whole compound of it is glowing in the dark. But to apply it in thin coats, you barely get any material on it that is radiating or reacting with those light thingies. So I did that on that flame, basically out of a test because I was eager to find out if it would work. You get those little acrylic paints from your miniature paint supplier, and they are glow in the dark. But applying that with a brush, I don't have any good experience with that. Trying to thin it down with the airbrush gets you cleaning up the airbrush pistol like every 5 minutes. But on those small pieces, I was willing to take the effort, and it sort of worked out. But I think that in the final product we would need like dyed through plastic or infused with that glow-in-the-dark material. I don't think that they will go for paint.
Yeah, possibly. Also, it will be nicer because it will retain this kind of semi-translucent quality to it, which is kind of fitting for a flame.
Yeah, and we have the question if that stuff is the same that came with Ignitor, and it's partially a yes. This stuff is made of 3 pieces that are interchangeable, and part of the stuff are part that came with Ignitor. That's true. Well spotted.
Yeah. Oh, well, we can say it's the bottom part that is different.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move to Grime. And okay, feature of him, like first of all, it has a new belt and a skirt of this fantastic Fox chainmail fabric that the factory provided, which I love. It's then I'll show you later on the webcam. It's super thin, so be careful when you receive it, but it looks so good in person.
I got a lot of very good reactions on that stuff when people went really, really close, like with their chin on the table looking at it. And it just, no matter how close you get, it doesn't look like real chainmail. And people wanted to touch it all the time to see if it's really little metal rings. But it is a fabric.
Look like raw. Yeah, it does not look like fabric at all.
Yeah. It's fantastic. I love that effect.
And that is actually one of those things where I'm thinking, yeah, we are so well off with our factory, because we sent them our suggestions for fabrics that sort of look like metalish, but it was more of a glittery or a sparkly fabric. And we asked them, what do you have in store? What kind of fabrics do you have there that you can suggest? Because usually when we pick a fabric, we kind of have to hope that at the factory they are able to get the same stuff. If it's just a plain green, black, or red fabric, it doesn't really matter. But with stuff that is so explicitly in its look, we wanted to make sure that we can match it. And there it was just easier to ask them, what can you provide? So they sent me samples and 2 of them were sort of also that sparkly fabric, which was basically the same thing that I showed them with web links, and this stuff. And that blew me away immediately, because it's, when you do soft goods, you have to make sure that proportionally it looks right. If it's too stiff, it just looks odd. But this stuff is so soft and flowing, even in that size, so nicely over his legs. It's an amazing stuff, and I'm so happy they provided us with that. And they have their own interest in getting stuff done the right way. It's a joy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here it is. Because somebody asked us to show pictures of Grime without the helmet, which I think we do already have this picture on the website, in the shop, and in the image gallery on the Legends of Dragonlore section of the website. But here it is. The helmet will be removable, and it has this tiny skull because it's probably not that smart. But
Emiliano,
what?
Did I forget to paint his earring? Or is it just me and old eyes?
Yes, you did. And you just admitted to the war. I didn't notice.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I'm happy this is not live.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll have to make sure the factory knows that. I think
Yeah.
it is in the deco sheets, right?
No, that's why I forgot. It's your fault.
We'll fix that. He'll have a proper hearing when it'll be produced. Don't worry. So yeah, it comes with the battle axe and the helmet. As you can see, the reddish color on him is metallic color. It's not just a matte finish color. It looks very nice on him. I'm very happy. And here we go with the, I think, the everybody's favorite one, Ember, our Hellforge ruler, which it's pretty. It's the one that has the most interesting stuff going on, because we kind of went crazy about it, and are able to have been able to incorporate an actual action feature in him. Very simple, but it works great. So first of all, it will be translucent plastic most of his body, but it has this like sort of hammered iron cage parts on him that hold this glowing flame body that he is, and he has inside. And the head of Ember is, what is the correct word for that in English, Josh?
Ooh, actually, Per looked it up.
Okay, I can just butcher it, but it's one of those cages where there was fire in that was on the wall in castles to light up the doorways, right, and the halls. And at least here, if it's wrong, it's ChatGPT's fault, and Chat called it a brazier.
Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, which is pretty close also to the Italian word, which is braciere, is where embers stays and keep burning for a long time. Yeah, which it's also where the name come from. So also he'll have a soft good piece. It will have this sort of fox leather skirt that you can see, and I'll show it more in details on the webcam, but here's what it does. The flame inside his head, there is this fireball inside his head that can be removed. His head is empty, and he places the fireball on his catapult and launches the fireballs to his enemies. Now the catapult, it doesn't have a real mechanism, but you can just flinch it with your finger and just throw the fireball.
So on this picture where there's this coil structure in the middle, that is actually the axis of the catapult, and you can fling on the little counterweight on the front end, just tap it down to get the catapult flinging out his mind.
Yeah. I'm gonna show it in a little bit.
And then it comes with 2 firewalls.
Yes, it will have 2. So if you want to display him with a fireball in his head and one in the catapult, you can do that too.
And wait, just go back. Those are 2 actual photographs. Those are not renders.
Oh, those?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Yeah. They look so like that one is so crisp and clear. Like I want people to know that's the actual prototype.
Yeah. Oh, that's the new camera that we bought for this. That is catching every little detail on the figure, and it's using a macro lens. You get a lot of of cool details and such crisp images that we couldn't get before. So we tried to improve on the photographing side too. But yeah, they are the fireballs and the catapult. And I just added this picture as the last one before going back to the webcam, because I wanted people to see what the whole collection is looking like right now. Oh, we lost Josh.
Oh no, we need a new Josh. You can apply for a Josh job at formotoys.com.
Let me see if he said something in the chat, because yes, is messaging us.
There he is.
It is back.
I can see him.
Yeah,
I can see him there.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, you're back.
I'm still dealing with aftermath of the storm. I have 3 trees on my power and cable lines outside.
Okay, so the connection is a little bit shaky.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so I was saying that we wanted to show you guys what your collection can look like when you keep collecting and purchasing our figures. And I put this together. It wasn't easy because they were mostly prototype. I think only Wave 1 figures were actual toys and the dragons, but the rest were prototypes, and they're not easy to handle. But I did these photos and I was impressed myself. Like, oh, look how much cool stuff we did.
Yeah.
And technically, there's even more, because there's the 2 other cavemen.
There is Wave 1.5, and there is the PowerCon exclusive. But here, well, for space reason, like I couldn't fit more. And also because like we want just one version of the character just to be consistent. Like they're existing there. There aren't twins running around. But yeah, this is great. I like that. It's so colorful and so full of new stuff that I'm super glad. About Wave 3, we said it's these 3 characters we presented, and of course we got the question many times that are we going to include the divine armor in it, and we're not. First of all, because it doesn't really make sense for us to do just some parts of the divine armor, and then you have to wait for another wave to get the other 3 parts or 6 parts to be able to combine. So with just 3 doesn't really work the way it should be. But we will still do another divine armor, that's for sure. Probably we'll release it on its own as a single figure, but we will try to make that release special somehow. I have some ideas. After doing the Franzetta stuff, we got ideas of and a sense of some of the stuff we can do with different techniques, etc. So we'll try to do something very special for the next divine armor.
Right, but since they don't have a divine armor, they will have battle strips.
Yes, yeah, we will include battle strips, and I got confirmation from all the artists that are going to work on them, and it's going to be a whole star lineup of artists on this one.
Exactly.
Names that some returning names, also returning from Warrior of the Galaxy Wave 3 that you haven't seen yet, but some fan favorite artists. I can tell you, which is a joy for me to work with, and they're incredible. They do absolutely awesome stuff. So I can't wait. I still have to write the script and give it to them, but they all three said yes. Of course, there is always a possibility that that this will change, but it should be really awesome, and you'll get a taste of it in World of the Galaxy Wave 3.
Yeah.
So what about
at this point, talking about the comic, I wanted to address how much, even as for us as a creator, let me speak for me. When I get the first glimpses of the art those artists are delivering with characters that we have come up with, and they sort of bring it into context, into life, it's always a very, very special moment for me. That it's really getting me overly excited to see how my characters act out in the world that also we came up with, but then it gets so much more massive and gets so much more volume for me. It's always like this is coming to life all over again. I have this moment for the first time when I get that stuff out of the printer and I start to clean up. Then it's when it's got painted. Then it's when stuff is produced at the factory where I'm thinking, oh, there's someone else. And then the big moment is when we get those battle strips and the artwork for that getting in. That is always amazing, and I can't express enough how grateful I am that I'm blessed to work with these artists that are so talented and that I admire so much. Thank you very much if you're listening.
I think at least one of them was with us. I don't know if it's still with us. It's somebody that giving our audience people are familiar with. Well, actually, at least two. They're pretty familiar. One has been doing some very cool art recently. Not. I mean, it does a lot of cool art.
They always do, but
yeah, but I mean, it did some cool art that made some noise among the 5.5 inches figures fans. Let's say that. So you may guess who it is. All right. So when do you think this wave should be ready? That's a question for you guys.
For us,
Yeah.
Definitely this summer is our goal.
More the end of summer, probably.
Right, like August.
Yeah.
That's the timeline that we've given the factory. They've been on board with. As production gets ramping up a little more and a little further, we can really start to pinpoint much better with the shipping dates. But then you also have the travel from the factory to the U.S. and then shipping out. But that is our ultimate goal is August sometime.
Yeah. And of course we'll talk to the factory about this, and if this plan should change, we'll keep you updated. So always make sure to follow us on social media, and most importantly, subscribe to our newsletter, because that's the way we can make sure you get all the informations, because with social media you never know when you'll see a post from us or not. But with the newsletter you'll get the messages all the time. That's for sure. All right, so I'm gonna turn off the thing. I'm gonna show the figures. So let's start with Azureus.
So let's witness live how Emiliano breaks my prototypes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a good chance of that. I love the face sculpt, and it amazes me how exactly reproduce my drawing. Like really. I'll show you my drawing another time, but this is incredibly faithful.
Mm-hmm.
And the colors are fantastic there.
Thank you very much for all of it. Yeah, sometimes it's a struggle to get something dialed in and right when you sculpt something from a turn or even less. But with this wave, basically every character was so nice and easy to sculpt because everything just happened and everything made sense, and they basically just fell out of the stylus.
Yeah, that's true.
And see, and you did a great job in gluing that thing back together.
Yeah, I received the prototypes, and the first thing I did was disintegrating this one. It's all glue. It was all glued originally, but it had pegs inside that hold it together, and it fell, of course, from the shelf behind me, and it broke into like 6 pieces. So I had to glue it together, but it didn't work.
Not visible at all.
Yeah, no.
On the other hand, you have a
little bit on the tip of the flame that is missing.
I couldn't really tell from here.
See the little black spot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there is a little shard missing from that.
You didn't find it?
No, not that one. There was another shard that is glued, but that was the
here's
first
my tip.
What?
Here's my tip: flood the room with UV light and then turn off the lights.
Too late. It has been vacuumed several times now. And that was the first fall because it fell 2 times.
So no wonder it looks so good. You have a lot of practice.
Yes. Well, the first time I only got the flame chipped, and the second time it completely broke off. All right. Here is Grime. I don't know how much you can see of the chainmail. It never looks as good as it in person, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you already showed the high detail photographs earlier.
Yeah.
What the helmet? I'm very happy with the helmet because usually when you do helmets for figures, helmets have to be very big, unnaturally big, to fit the head. In this case, it looks really decent and proportional. I'm very happy.
Yeah. The anatomy helps.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. Yeah, there is nothing that makes you say that like the head is too small or it gets too big with the helmet.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Wear a helmet. Safety first.
Okay, here is Ember. So the question on Facebook was by our friend Christian, and he was asking how the head attaches to the body. It's just the regular peg. It will be just one piece attached to the body, exactly like all our other figures, except that the head will be empty, and it's going to be super easy to remove the flame from the head. It just sits in it, and you can just remove it, and the head remains.
And if you want, you can fill it up with a grape or jelly beans or whatever.
But it will spill. Oh, the cool thing is also that, of course, it's opened on all sides, so you get, with the right lights, you get this light piping effect going through the figure, so all his face lit.
And as so often on camera, it's hard to catch how he actually looks and how the light is playing inside of this figure. I think in real life, he looks nicer than on camera or any camera. And Emil did a great job photographing it and backlit it on many of your pics. It really pops, and
it was,
can feel the heat radiating out of him.
They do want to see a turn of the head because someone was asking if there's only one face sculpt.
Oh yeah,
it is only on the front.
Correct.
It's just one face on the front. On the side, you have like this being this sort of brazier. It has handles, like it was some sort of cauldron or something,
Right.
which is part of the origin of this design that we will discuss another time. But so let me show you the catapult.
You only get one shot at this because you're going to break it. So make it.
No, I'm not going to actually launch it, of course.
You said you were earlier.
Yeah, but his version actually has the axis I made is a stiff axis that doesn't fling like
so
your
you did
version.
this on purpose.
Yes, I wanted to have it as stiff as possible for photos, so it doesn't shift or move too much, so you have more control when you do the shots.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
But
yeah,
you
that
don't.
really helped. But yeah,
it was a surprise.
you see that it moves. It will be, of course, a lot looser in the actual toy.
Yeah, it really. What is it called? A teeter-tot? Yeah, it really flips very easily.
Yeah,
but in case Emil wants to do like an action pose where it's already firing, he can dial it in with a stiffer axle. So that was my thinking.
Yeah. So you fling it here, and it launches the fireball.
Yeah, and the fireball does not snap into the head. So somebody asked, like,
there is a question.
The fireball would roll out of his head.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, most likely yes. If you tip it down, it will fall because it's just sitting here.
Right.
I mean, could be like we would have to change a little bit the sides to make it more snug, but then it could become more difficult to pull it out, and we prefer it.
Yeah, no, I like it loose. Somebody said next time you're showing figures, you have to make your screen the main screen.
True. But now I'm done. Sorry.
Let's start over again.
Next time you have to tell me this before.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we have? Because we are almost at 1 hour already.
No, that was Solo. We did
we can go through maybe one or two questions. Do you guys see the questions that I marked with the stars?
Yeah, I see. And there was one more thing I wanted to say, that we hired somebody to help us with customer service because we were getting too slow at replying and taking care of stuff.
Too busy doing other jobs, growing our business.
Yeah, and we want to focus. Like I get yelled at because I should be just drawing the characters, etc. But yeah, we have Ruggero, is from Italy, from here, and is helping us. He works on. It was 3 days a week for us, so we're going to be faster at replying, but not like 20 hours round fast. Not yet, at least. But this should be enough. Like if you don't get a reply the day you send the message, or the day after, you'll get it in 2 days for sure. So and he will help you with canceling order, changing your address if you change it on orders, and all this kind of stuff. It will take care of it, and it's doing already a great job. Has been training with me for a month, and now is already flying solo and doing a good job. So you can trust him, and it will definitely be a big help.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see some questions. Starting okay, let's see. Quick question that can be saved till the end, of course. Do you think you will ever do a 5.5 military figures, since you already have the molds? I don't know. Like, I don't see this kind of body being good for military figures.
Well, do you remember the the He-Man pitch?
Yes, the Jesus.
That,
Okay, yeah.
that's what it would look like. I don't think.
I mean, I say like military when it comes to like having sort of an Arnold Schwarzenegger type of military guy somewhere, or Sylvester Stallone type of Rambo-like figures. But
Yeah.
for regular super buffed military guys, I don't see the aesthetics really apply. But it would be fun though.
Yeah, it would be funny for like just a one-off.
I mean,
Maybe.
one-off may fit the line.
Right.
I don't think we will do an entire line of military figures.
Yeah.
We will definitely in Legends of Dragon. We will get to robots and sci-fi guys and monsters, etc. So
there was somewhere in the galaxy hole there was a Rambo type of guy, right? Was that a combo figure?
Yes, combo. Combo is basically the bootleg name of Rambo. That's what the name of the line comes from, and in fact, there was a Rambo bootleg in the combo line.
Yeah. See, the answer is yes.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this one. Do you guys have? And I'm once again asking if Emiliano knows Zoser. I have no clue of what you're talking about, Cesar. I'm sorry. So you left.
I would like to make fun of that, but I don't know who Zoser is, and maybe it might get dangerous. So
yeah,
I'll keep my respectful silence.
Yeah, if you tell us, maybe next time I'll have a better answer. Gamera2351 says that is disappointed Mace Ape and Dinoman aren't in wave 3. I will be patient, and
that makes sense.
I can tell you that one of these two guys is very close. I won't tell you which one, but one of the two is very close.
And he already looks awesome.
Yes. Okay, yeah, we replied to this one. Okay. Any chance of Grime getting different head sculpt or facial expression to turn him into a troop builder? Said Justin. Well, not with this figure, because we're limiting the parts on purpose to not take too long.
But down the line, as we build out the world and build out Hellforge, obviously that's
more orcs based on him, or maybe
I totally would like that. Even not just green orcs, having also like brown orcs, or that could be a very cool orc builder, army builder.
The orcs could work exactly like the caveman. We could do army builders with orcs, and maybe we'll explore that. But there's chance, just separated from Grime. And Justin also said that my artwork is amazing, so thank you. I don't know if any of my artwork actually appeared on the figures, but thank you.
I'm pretty sure he means like in general the company's artwork. Thank you.
Thank you.
I made that a compliment for myself. Thank you.
Okay. Still Justin. How far do you guys plan ahead with your designs? Okay. World of the Galaxy. We have designs for 25 waves.
It's not really linear though. So like we have lots of ideas and designs that we'd like to further explore.
Yeah.
But then as you get closer to waves, they get tighter and tighter and tighter to know what we have to work on. So like right now, even though wave 3 for both are shown, you guys are actively working on waves 4.
Yep.
Yeah, and
But you're
and
also then having
beyond
to think
that,
about, right.
Yeah.
when you look, we have sort of a board, like a sticker board where virtual little post-its are on it, where already designs and sketches are there to give us an idea how the characters looks. And this board is huge.
Yeah.
There's so much to see. And as we are approaching new waves, we sort of go and have a look and pick of those pre-designs to get an idea how the next wave could look like. And yeah, there's tons of designs and ideas to choose from. So we have enough to do, and we already know what we are doing with the rest of the year and beyond.
Yeah. Well, that also, to add to that, the way I work is that every time I have an idea, I start exploring it, sketching, etc. Not necessarily for a specific purpose, like a specific spot in a wave or something.
That's
Just
sort of by not linear. It's like
yeah,
we sort
exactly.
of, we do it and then we post it up on the board, and then as we get closer to having to make decisions, we sort of start pulling
and choose the ones we like, and sometimes we have to make adjustments to fit somebody better in a wave. But yeah, usually we have this catalog of ideas that we try to assemble in different waves,
and even different stages of ideas. Usually, I have a lot of ideas, but it's just detail ideas for me. I rarely do complete characters. And so when I have an idea, I usually do a very rough sketch and throw it on the idea dump on this board. And that is a special section where it's just details. And sometimes when we go through the characters for the next line and we feel like there's missing something, we go through rough sketches and very early designs to puzzle something together that makes sense and is what we feel like is a complete and likable and meaningful character.
Massimo is asking if they will have any comics or stories attached, and if the backgrounds will be explained. Yes, as we said, all of them will have battle strips, which are our short stories in 4 panels, 4 illustrated panels with text. But also the same text is in the bio in the back of the card of each character. So yes, there will be something with every figure.
This one is a nice one too.
Oh well, I have to show this because it's important to me. Cesar is saying, if you guys doing Hand of Time figures, please do Broccoli Head. Also give them real names. Why? What's wrong with Broccoli Head? I was planning to call him Broccoli Head. But no, Broccoli Head, by the way, Broccoli Head is one of my favorites. So yeah, be able to do him and make him cool, it's one of my life goals. So we'll get to him, hopefully.
I don't know if that might be a little bit sad, but fine. But on the other hand, achievable goals is one way to happiness.
Justin asked a lot of questions. What will the Formo version of Snake Lizardman look like? You'll see something awesome, and you'll see something soon, because not necessarily snakes, but we're working on something.
Yeah.
And we will see bigger characters in our toy lines that are not dragons. Possibly, yes. We had the design for one guy that we'd like to do at one point. We kind of discarded for this year right now because there was just too many things to do already. But if we get chance, we'll bring him back. So yeah, and of course it depends on sales, if we are allowed to do more stuff or not. Cesar also said that the Ember, I guess, looks like an evil divine armor, and I love it. Of course, because it comes from the same place where the divine armors were created. He may have had a hand in creating the divine armors. Frank F7563 asks if it will be a dragon or castle. What do we say to that?
We'd love one.
I mean, yeah, Josh.
Making something of that scale at this point would be extremely difficult. Now, like we could explore ideas of smaller, like modular play sets that eventually could, become a castle. But unfortunately, like right now, the price point that castle would be at would be astronomical.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the more is expensive, the less unit is we're likely to sell, which will make it even more expensive. So
Right.
we'll have to see. But like, there is also the possibility of crowdfunding something, and we
Yes.
would actually be interested in knowing you guys' opinion of us doing a crowdfunding for a special project, because it's something that we are always torn on doing, if it's a good idea or not. So yeah, let us know what you think about the possibility of crowdfunding something like a castle or a special creature or a
Or a
VIP.
vehicle. Yeah.
That will be interesting to hear your opinion on. Is Mask Helmet? There is Gamera that is asking if Mask Helmet isn't removable. I'm not sure which character you're
I
referring
think at
to.
the time it was Ember.
It was
Yeah.
Ember. No, if it's Ember, it's just one piece. It's not a mask.
It's actually
empty inside.
it's other way around. Not his helmet is removable, but his head is removable.
Yeah, well, of course, the entire piece is actually removable because it's shared the same pegs. But yeah. Let's see. Are there? Okay, we. Now, I think nice 3 figures or next 3 figures. Wave 4 will be all good. No, definitely not. It will be mixed like this one. This is 2 bad guys and 1 good guy. Wave 4 will be mixed too. Definitely. Will any characters lean into horror, or will be that other subline? No, I don't think we'll do a subline of just horror figures.
You did a witch.
We did a witch, and we have a couple of other ideas. But they will still be in the Legends of Dragon or main line.
Right.
That for sure. Gamera asked about the mini comic. Yes, we will have battle strips, as we said. Scott again says that they want to do art for us. So yeah, definitely, it's we'll do stuff together. That's for sure.
Yeah, maybe something with feet. A little insider. He'll know.
Yeah, so we said, no divine armor this time, and I think there was another question that was asking if the divine armor will come out with a wave 4. No, what we may come close, or at the same time it will be a standalone release. So it may be a release independently from the waves. That's the idea right now. Plans for a wave 2.5? I think no is the right answer.
Right.
Not an entire wave 2.5, but
something makes sense. Right.
that doesn't exclude that some figures may get some repaints at one point, maybe as exclusive or another special occasion, but not an entire wave anymore of just repaints.
Right.
And I think that was it, unless you guys saw.
There was.
Oh, Cesar explained that about the name you mentioned, Zoser. It's a Taurus bootleg line. I don't know it actually. No, I never seen it. I know the Galaxy Hall thing where what's the name of those? The Warrior of the Galaxy with kind of Sectarus deco on them, which I'd like to include those too. But no, I don't know Zoser at all.
Very interesting. I note that down. The Galaxy just keeps on giving. It's incredible.
Scott wants to know, so when you disagree, who gets to make the final decision?
I don't think we ever had one that took
nothing where it was a hard line of like 2 versus 1. Like we obviously allow one person sometimes when we're on the fence to make a decision, but we've never had a decision.
Usually
one person was 100% against something and the other 2 were.
Usually we work until we get to
a compromise.
Compromise, right? And something that we all like.
Well, I mean, even if 2 of us would totally agree on one thing, but the third would go in really with, this is a hard no, I just can't do that. I'm pretty sure we would agree on not doing it then.
Right. We've figured something out. Or we just let the money aspect of it tell us no.
Yeah. Exactly.
Caesar, what's going on? Why are you sad? He just posted the sad emoji. What?
Because we don't know that. Well, I'll research it. Definitely.
Don't be sad. We are very happy. That was a value tip, maybe. Thank you very much. Cheer up.
Anytime I discover something new of this stuff, I'm happy. Like, remember a couple of weeks ago, we discovered the Nebular Warlords, which it's completely crazy bootleg line that mixes everything. There are Masters of the Universe parts, Sectaurus parts, Zoids parts, Stariors parts. It was incredible. So
there you go, Caesar. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you'll have to explain this to me at one point.
No, this is I mean, Caesar. He just had a smiley, and Scott. For those who don't know, he just sent feet emoji.
Yeah.
Sushi and feet.
Yeah. Sushi and feet.
Go figure.
Yeah. All right, we are almost at 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's 1 hour and 13 minutes. I think this is the longest episode so far. We'll try to not be that long next time. Sorry. So, anything else you want to add before we go?
No, I think we're good.
Thank everyone for tuning in. Yeah. Thank everyone for the support. Everyone who was at Zolocon. Thank you very much for showing up and sharing all your nice words and your excitement with us. It was very inspiring and motivating. Best community.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I hope to do another podcast sooner this time. We won't have like new reveals and stuff, but I was thinking about talking of like designs, etc. Because we never showed the art. We could talk a bit more about the process. So we'll talk it over with Per and Josh, and we'll let you know when the next episode is, possibly soon. So if you enjoyed this third episode of the FormoCast and want to stay updated with all things Formo, please like and subscribe to the podcast
and to our social media. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter on formotoys.com. And then, as usual, stay epic and stay formal. Guys, have a good night. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Until
Thank
next
you.
time.
Thank you.
Wiedersehen.
Bye.
Tschüsschen.